People who deliver room service in hotels. What is the weirdest, most horrific, inappropriate thing you have ever seen while delivering food? I was working at an indoor water park resort hotel as the night auditor. We were actually extremely slow in the winter months, and some nights the entire hotel would be empty. On this night I had a large family passing through looking for a room. They were the only guests for the night, and I let them know that. About a half hour after they checked in, they called down asking for an extra blanket, which typically we'd have them come down and get from us. But I was bored, so I offered to bring it up. So I walk up there and the guy opens the door. I bet we looked like Rob and Big standing there looking at each other, me being Rob. This dude towered over me and there he is smoking a blunt as he opens the door. Him just like, ooh, here's your blanket. I wasn't about to tell dude he couldn't do that shit, and he knew anyway. He took the blanket, didn't say a word and handed me the blunt. I hid it, handed it back, then went on my way. It was a weird experience, but I felt appreciated. The mother of a very famous NBA player used to shack up at the downtown Hilton I worked at. By shack up, she was a crackhead. She had dudes in the room smoking crack with her hiding under the sheets all the time when food service would get delivered. The food filet mignon and French fries were her favorite. It was usually several bottles of cheap wine being ordered and delivered at a time. Given she was a hardcore partier, usually high AF, she would typically be in just panties and a bra, acting crazy upon delivery. You were half scared, half interested in what each delivery would be like. My cousin worked as a chambermaid for a hotel here in Glasgow in the late 90s. She'll never forget the room that had shit smeared on all the door handles or the dead seagull rammed down the toilet. Never. A couple, after obviously having sex, having full-blown conversation with me as I was filling up their mini bar. I mean, I could have called back later, but they said nope, go ahead. Telling me all about their honeymoon, travel plans, etc. It was weird because we were full on having a very normal chat with sex smell permeating the room as I'm hurriedly packing drinks and snacks into the fridge. About 10 condoms randomly on the floor. A clown mask wearing dude with a curling iron halfway up his ass. That naked guy with the watermelon, the battery. Oh, I am waiting for this. This is gonna be a fun one. Lots and lots of naked, drunk, or naked and drunk people. Not me, but a friend of mine works in a hostel in the center of Amsterdam and has found a corpse presumably odd. Save. I once delivered food to Queen Virginia and she was in lingerie. She was beautiful. I once worked in a crummy motel at the front desk. One night, sometime after midnight, a couple comes in requesting a room. I oblige and go on about my typical business. One moment PLZ, I'll continue after.